Over? Is that the way?
Let's just sort of start over. Let's just...
what do you mean?
What to do?
Oh, you got to figure it out.
Okay, say we're going to sign off.
You know what?
We'll come back.
I'm just going to hit the intro again, and everybody... And
well,
then
hold
we'll
on.
just...
They can't hear us.
They can now.
Oh.
They should
can you
be
hear
able
us?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can hear us, say yes.
Okay. There we go.
We're good?
Oh, okay, we're back, baby.
Okay,
So
let's
what do you
go
want
back.
to do here? Hold on, let's just talk about this. You want to shut this down and
wanna
build a
shut
new
down
one, or
and-
you just want to start again and then we can
We got so
cut
many
it?
people in here. We'll just cut it and we'll fix it in post, as they say.
Okay, we'll fix it in post. So
Okay.
let's just
Things
start
happen.
this thing
Okay,
over.
stand by,
Take two.
stand by. Here we go.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to the Summer of Champions. Now with audio. Yes, we are still here recapping the Paris Olympics. It's Sunday night, August 4th, 2024. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, rocking her first medal of the Olympics, it's my beautiful wife, Nora.
Hello, if you're near a stereo, turn on Chop Suey, baby.
Oh, wait, I hear something else. What is that?
Oh my God.
It's the Armenian national anthem.
Wow, and a visual of our beautiful flag. Garmir, Gabuit, Naranchakuin. Those are the colors in Armenian. They're very hard to say.
Wow, congratulations. What did you get the silver in again?
We got it at the vault.
Oh, men's vault.
Yes, Artur Davidjan won it just by a hair.
Yep.
That's all it took.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very proud.
I got all my Canadian medals. My neck's hurting.
Yeah, not quite the same. That's probably all the medals we've won in totality over our experience at any Olympics.
I've lost track. I think I'm up to like 17 or something.
That's more than we've ever won.
Well, you've got your one.
Yes.
We are happy to see it. And we got the Armenian flag behind you. We got the anthem playing. We were blasting System of a Down on the way over here.
Still good. It came out in 2001. Toxicity still slaps.
I believe that album came out in 2001.
Oh, so good.
Over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry for the false start, everybody. I would be disqualified if this was, the Olympics.
No, I would figure it out for you.
No, we just centered ourselves and went again.
That's right, baby.
And a lot of people listening to this, they're none the wiser.
They don't know.
They have no idea what I'm talking about.
don't know.
We're good, guys. We're good. Shout out to everyone joining us live on YouTube. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share the show. This flawless show you should be sharing. Podcast listeners, you really should be leaving us a 5-star rating and review. We got a lot of reviews today about Summer of Champions.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is really nice to see. So thank you.
Oh, everyone is so wonderful.
Very, very nice. Everybody's in that Olympic spirit.
I love it.
It's great. Note, there will be spoilers for day 9 of action from the Paris Olympics. Okay, you've been warned, because we are going to be talking about that 100-meter men's race. But tonight's drink of choice, as we continue to make our way around the globe, drinking, is a Hugo Spritz.
Yes, the Hugo Spritz from northern Italy.
You have to use 2 hands to pick up this goblet.
I got a little carried away.
Yeah.
It is a hefty... I haven't worked out also in a week.
Okay.
I'm losing my muscle mass, but I'm gaining... I don't know what ability to drink more.
What country is this from?
Italy.
Okay.
Salute.
Salute. Chin chin.
Salute.
Yeah.
Chin chin.
Yeah. Salute. And salute.
This is delicious, and thank you for not going Aperol Spritz, which is,
Yeah, I love an Aperol Spritz too.
Yeah,
but
same.
Why not mix it up?
And the difference, for those that don't know?
Well, Aperol Spritz has Aperol. This is elderflower liqueur, Prosecco, sparkling water, garnished with lemon, ice, and mint. And make sure you slap that mint before you put it in
slap
there.
that mint.
You were slapping the shit out of that mint.
Yeah, it's really fun. It releases all the essential oils.
Okay.
Here's a difference
That's
between
delicious.
this and an Aperol Spritz. This is for adults.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
You
it's
think
very
a little more-
mature.
It's a mature flavor.
Yes.
I also feel like I could drink way more of these.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yes.
An Aperol Spritz.
After yesterday's Ouzo, I thought we needed something a little lower ABV.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
this has the sparkling water and the Prosecco. It's not nearly as strong. And the elderflower is really delicious.
Well, it's my flour. It's tasty.
It is.
All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, I would like to do a little correction, if I'm being honest, from yesterday's show. Last night's show, I said something wrong. I got too excited about
okay.
the Caribbean islands all getting what I thought all getting
We got
their
wrapped up.
first medal ever. St. Lucia winning the women's 100 meter. That was their first medal. Dominica winning in the triple jump. Dominica. Excuse me. I nailed it last night.
We got a lot of balls
But
in the air.
I also said Grenada won their first ever medal. That was wrong. And I knew it too because Grenada won its first ever medal at the London 2020 Olympics. Kirani James, I remember this guy.
Oh.
He had he did have some version of like gold spikes.
Oh,
I remember
cool.
on the
His
sole.
shoes?
He won gold in the 400, and then he's also won silver and bronze in the same event. So this guy's won a lot of medals for Grenada. So I was wrong about the decathlete, Lyndon Victor, I believe his name was, winning the first ever medal for that small country, but they got a few of them.
That's okay. We can have a corrections corner.
I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
I couldn't sleep last night.
We all make mistakes. It's how we react afterwards.
That's right. That's right.
what matters.
Let's get to the gold, silver, bronze medal moments from day 9. You know where we're starting. Noah Lyles wins the Olympic 100 meters by 0.005 seconds.
That's double what I expected.
We had to wait 30 to 40 seconds after the finish.
It was crazy.
Because it was incredibly close. It was incredibly fast. And we had to wait to find out he beat Kashane Thompson of Jamaica.
Yeah.
By that. 5 thousandths of a tick.
The minute it was done, they both looked at the monitor and it just said photo to say photo finish. And you could see Noah had a moment with him where he said, I think you got this.
Yeah.
He was not as confident. He came out, he's very brash and very performative, which I love. But he seemed more muted when the race was over. And I think he thought, I don't know if I got this.
And I couldn't tell.
Neither could I.
I think it was a photo finish for like the final 5 guys.
Yeah. Oh, it was so tight.
They're all waiting to find out, and they're waiting, and then the numbers come up. Lyles 9.784.
Had to go all
Got
the way.
it done. Thompson obviously second, right behind him. I mean, you can't get much closer than that. And then America's Fred Curley coming in third at 9.81.
Also incredible.
This was the closest 100 meter we've had since like Moscow in 1980.
Wow.
We had 2 national records in this race. We had 2 season bests, and Noah Lyles with the personal best.
Yeah, it was really exciting. The lead up to the race was also something. They did a whole laser show.
Yeah.
Which I had not seen before. JD, had you seen that before? Anything? I think this was maybe a new thing they were trying.
I can't remember if they did something similar in Tokyo.
Well, I meant at this Olympics. I haven't seen them do this.
No, they didn't do it for the women last night.
No, which I'm like, why not?
I don't know. Did the rain have any impact on that? I don't know. I have no clue. No clue.
Anyway, they did this sort of, ramp up to the race, which was great. The whole crowd was activated. They had lights. It was fun. Lasers. They lit up the track.
Yeah, it looked
awesome. And then they introduced everybody as they typically do. But then, as all the athletes got to their blocks, they had to wait another 2 minutes for a sort of music and video production to play.
Yeah, what was going on? They must have been watching something in the stadium.
Yes.
Yeah.
That we didn't see on the broadcast because we just stayed on the guys.
Right, and
to at one point, Noah Lyles is like, can we get
Yeah, he went like
going
this.
here?
Can we
Or,
speed this up?
Anytime now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weirdo that I am, I timed it.
You timed it from what? When they were
From the
announced, when they were went through the camera pan.
They announce each of them, they come out, they stand on the blocks, and then the camera goes across them and says all their names and their country.
Okay, you started the timer.
And I started the timer, and it was 2 minutes and 11 seconds of just waiting.
Wow.
Until they the gun went?
It was time for them to go down and take their positions.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
That's a long time.
It was so long.
Yeah. And you were like, the whole time, I'm like, well, who's going to be using this as a bit of an excuse? Like whoever, comes in second or third. I haven't seen anything about that because it was so tight. I mean, it was bang, bang. Like,
I don't know
bang,
if
bang, 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 bang. It was so close.
We'll never know if
But
it
I thought
affected.
somebody would. I was like, somebody's going to be like, what was going on there?
Yeah,
I was ready to go, and then you made me wait for 2.5 minutes or whatever it was. But
that was wild.
And then the other part of this race was Noah Lyles. He was last.
Out the blocks, yeah.
He was last after like 40 meters.
Yeah.
And I know that's his thing. He turns it on late. He has top end speed. That's why he's a great 200 runner. We're going to see him again later this week. His better race, honestly, the 200, because once he gets going, the guy is just lights out.
You can't catch him.
He's super fast. But it's pretty nuts to see that he was in last for a majority of this race and then still ekes it out And I think there's splits out there that show Thompson is ahead, or faster, I should say, at every 10-meter interval than Noah Lyles, except for the end.
That's crazy.
And I think somebody else like did the counting of strides.
The paces, yeah.
And it was like Lyles had one less than Thompson. It was like 45 to 44.
Well, I mean that's how close it was.
Specifics here, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I mean, when we watched that Netflix series Sprint, they had mentioned they were working on his start. He needed to improve his start.
That has been his Achilles heel, yeah.
It seems like that, especially in the 100. It shows more.
And it, like when I said what I just said, you would say, well, he had a bad start. But it's funny. He actually didn't. So
for him,
through his 60 meters, it was 6.44. His personal best from USA indoors this year was 6.43. It's a shorter race indoors. So he basically matched his best ever time in the first 60. So for him, it was good.
So for him, it's typical.
He's still trailing a lot of these guys, but it probably won him the race because if he hadn't worked on improving his start and getting a little bit better to the best of his ability, then he would have just ran out of track and he wouldn't have caught them.
Yeah, they are all incredibly skilled. They are masters at what they're doing. It is astonishing. I did not expect the Italian Jacobs to perform as well as he did. Like, he kept up with them. He didn't.
Yeah.
I think he got 6th, which honestly I thought he'd be last, given how we saw he performed in that documentary series.
Well, yeah, Sprint.
It was not a flattering portrayal of his workout ethic.
No, it was like, yeah, I won. I somehow won.
It was literally
and I'm
like,
I'm good now.
Everyone says I'm a fluke. but I'm okay with that.
I guess he had injuries and stuff like that.
He seemed injured at the end of this.
Yeah, he did.
They immediately were tending to him.
JD, your thoughts on the 100 meter?
I mean, yeah, you guys pretty much summed it up. It was crazy, the weight. You know, if there's a video presentation, I mean, we got to see it. And I get that they're doing like the pomp and circumstance. I mean, this is the biggest event of the track and field portion of
sure.
I mean, it's not even close, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, pump it up. Let's see it. What's happening? And yeah, it dragged on too long, like to the point where I thought there's a technical problem. Like they're stalling.
Yeah, so did I.
They're tap
wondered.
dancing or something.
But that music kept going, and it was just strange. It's like, you should have probably done that, I don't know, maybe before they actually get out there and they're ready to go.
But Nora said, like, I mean, they did. They had this whole light show. I mean, all the lights went out in the stadium. It was, it was great up until that point. And then they came out, and the first guy who came out, I can't remember who it was, but it was like
Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah,
Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
But it was almost like he ran out, but it seemed like he was being called back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He didn't know. I think they wanted them to step out, stand there for a beat, and then
do
go.
their thing. And
but he sort of was. Like, these guys are like, they're hyped to
of
go.
Course, of course.
I mean, I get that it's a production and they're putting on a show, but ultimately, whatever the athletes need to perform should be paramount.
Yeah.
I mean, again, as that wait went on longer and longer, I was like, this is bad for Lyles. Because he came out.
Well, can you imagine?
He's bouncing around the track. He's putting on a show. He's a showman.
Right.
I mean, he backs it up. This is my favorite thing. He talks a lot of shit, but he backs it up.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, as this went on and we're waiting, I'm like, oh no. Oh, this is not good for him. Because then he's like, let's go.
And how embarrassing if he doesn't medal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you would ever want that to happen.
I know.
I'm glad that I do like him. I know that he can be polarizing, but he delivered on everything he said he was going to do.
I mean, how could you argue it's not great for the sport?
Oh, it's tremendous.
You either want to see him fail,
sure,
or you're like, yeah, he talks the talk and he backs it up,
right.
which he did here. And again, he's got the 200 still, trying to do what basically Usain Bolt did.
It'll be exciting to see how that goes.
Oh my God! Anyway,
we
I'm still riding.
We were
hyped from that. Yeah.
What a day!
What a race! And again, so close. I just can't imagine. Like, I'm pumped for Noah Lyles, but to be Thompson.
To be fourth.
God,
to be fourth.
To be fourth.
I know.
You're there. You're right there with them.
Yeah. Again, all you can do is run like your best time, which I said some of these guys did, setting national records.
Sure.
Like, it was fast.
So fast.
Not Bolt fast, but fast when you look at the entire field.
When you look at Bolt's time in comparison to what we watched, it's like, what was that? That's crazy.
Well, I remember when we were watching Sprint, you're like, oh, do you think Noah will challenge? I'm like, no.
No, you fool.
Honestly, no, I mean, I wasn't like, it's just like, it's so much
impossible.
faster.
Yeah, it's sick that he did that.
It feels impossible. I guess someone eventually will, but
yeah.
Noah Lyles gets the 100-meter gold, and again, he will try for the 200-meter. Any other thoughts there?
Oh, it was just really riveting.
I can't believe you had a stopwatch.
I was ready. I mean, I watched it. I rewound it. I watched it again. I needed to know because I was mad for them. If I was on any of their teams, if I was their coaches, I'd be giving the race director a piece of my mind.
Oh, geez. Well, and then we didn't say there was that one part where they actually finally get down. They're in the blocks.
Yes.
They're lined up. They're waiting for like on your mark and the gun. And then you got some guy, and I know they want it perfect. Like, I think he's the guy like pointing at a couple people.
Like,
hey, your fingernails over the line. Now again, you gotta be behind the line, but like it's like, all right, man, we already waited so long.
At this point, come on.
Yeah, but anyway, no full starts or anything like that.
That was good.
No Summer of Champions on night 9 for those guys. Other track news that we gotta slip in here because I do have the gold around my neck.
Yes.
Canadian Ethan Katzberg. He entered Paris as a medal favorite in the men's hammer throw, and he delivered. He won gold with an 84.12 meter throw in athletics. He came out swinging, literally, and he threw that damn thing the furthest distance of the entire competition on his first attempt, and it remained easily.
What an absolute
no one even came close.
Stud.
Yeah.
Incredible move.
Super young guy.
He'll be a legend in Canada forever.
Yeah.
He looks cool. He has Jason Momoa eyebrows.
Yeah. He's
like Canadian Thor.
Yeah, that's what people were calling him. For
really?
Sure. Yeah, I saw on Twitter people were calling him Thor.
I'm not on X, so I wouldn't know that.
It's been 112 years since Canada last won a medal in the hammer throw.
Good grief. That's a long time.
That is a very long time, but yeah, JD, proud of our Canadians.
Oh, well, of course. It was a big pop here in the old Doyle house. Mustaches back?
They seem to be.
I mean, this has been a big Olympics for mustaches and glasses.
Yes. Maybe on our last episode, we'll all wear little fake mustaches and glasses.
I'll just go real mustache.
Or no.
Why not?
I don't.
Just take it all off?
Yeah.
I have a great stash.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a bit of a crappy
beard.
beard, but I have a great stash.
I prefer with the beard, but we can discuss it. We can make a negotiation.
Okay. So congrats to Katzberg there. That was
also,
pretty cool.
do I get a shout out for what I predicted this morning with him?
Go on.
Did I not send you his photo and say, keep an eye on this guy?
Oh, my God, yes.
He's going to do something today?
You did say it.
The witch continues.
I know, the Olympic witch.
I am the Olympic witch.
Just talk things into existence. Keep an eye on this guy.
Keep an eye on this guy.
He threw that hammer, didn't he?
Oh.
All right, let's move to our silver medal story of the day. It goes to the United States setting 2 world records on the final night of swimming at the Olympic pool. Winning the gold medal count over rival Australia, and easing the sting a little bit too of their first ever loss in the men's 4x100 meter medley relay. But let's just tackle the pool in order because we only had 4 races for medals tonight.
Yes.
We started with the women's 50 free, and we had Sarah Sjöström of Sweden.
That's such a hard name. S and a J. Like
Sarah
what?
Sjöström, Sweden.
Sjöström.
I mean, I'm butchering that, but she's fast, and she won the 100 meter free, and she won this.
She's having a great Olympics. I think by the way the anchors were reacting, they were shocked that Gretchen Walsh was 4th in that race, but it was over in a hurry. Really, she just swam a really strong race.
I like their bathing suits.
It was like that yellow and
it just
green
looks cool.
kind of. Yeah.
Is
it green or is that Australia?
I would call it blue.
Yeah, you're blue. You're right.
Yeah. For Sweden.
Yeah, you're right.
For Sarah. So she does the double there, which is impressive. Then we had American Bobby Fink setting a new standard in the 1500 free. He touched in 14:30.67. This is a very long race, swimming like a mile, but he set a world record by about a half a second.
He annihilated his competition.
Yeah.
There was never any doubt if he was going to win that.
Ledecky-like, right? Doesn't he train with her?
So they kept cutting to Ledecky in the crowd. This is the most animated I have ever seen her at doing anything. She was screaming. She had the bell. She was recording. It was really like, I don't know, there's something about her when you watch her swim. She seems kind of detached from what's happening, and maybe that's how she's able to do what she does. But seeing her get so pumped for somebody else, it like endeared me to her even more.
For sure. I think she was showing off a little bit with a glass of chocolate milk on her head while she was cheering the entire time, but still, respect to her. So Bobby Fink got that done. Then we had China stunningly winning the gold in the men's 4x100 medley relay. He ended the American run of dominance that stretched back to the introduction of the event. at the 1960 Rome Games. Every time the Americans have been at the Olympics and this event has happened,
They've won it.
They've won it, except for tonight.
Very shocking result.
Yeah.
Panzan Lee was not messing around on those last laps.
Right.
He was there to make a point, make a statement. He had some stuff to say at a previous race at the Olympics. He felt that the other athletes were unkind to him and ignoring him, and there was some I don't know, sassiness back and forth between them.
Didn't he say one of the other athletes splashed his coach too?
Which I was like,
you're at the pool, man.
I think he might be seeing things now because when you don't like someone, everything they do upsets you.
Yeah.
So maybe he has a problem. He doesn't like them. But they were great. And Léon Marchand gets another medal.
Yeah, that's true. They came in
He's just racking
third.
them up.
They got a bronze, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. But wild to see the Americans not win this one. And then finally, the United States women's relay of Regan Smith, Lily King, Gretchen Walsh, and Tori Husk dominated the 4x100 medley relay. They won by more than 3 seconds, and they set a new world record. We had 2 more world records dropping tonight on the final night of the pool. So that was huge. Mm-hmm. It was never really in doubt.
No.
It didn't take long for them to take the lead and keep it.
Honestly, really impressive given that this is sort of the last day, basically, of the swimming program. They must be just shot. I mean, your energy must be the lowest it's been. To perform that dominantly in the race is really impressive to me.
Yeah, physically, mentally, I get what you're saying, but the flips side of it could be true. It's like, this is it.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about anything else. Mm-hmm. I can go back to the village, eat some muffins,
those sweet
have
muffins.
A drink. So maybe there's that too, and you can really go balls to the wall.
Unfortunately, Canada did not have that mental outlook because Summer did not deliver in the last 2 laps, which is unfortunate.
Summer's over.
And
kids are back to school down here.
Yeah, she did a great job otherwise. Today she couldn't deliver, so Australia ended up with silver and China got bronze.
So the United States finished with 8 gold medals, picking up that last one to edge out rival Australia. This is the duel in the pool, right? Australia won 7 gold, so it was neck and neck. That said, it was the lowest victory total for the U.S. team since the '88 Seoul Games, when they were beaten by, the doping East German program. But the Americans finished with 28 medals overall in the pool, 2 shy of their total 3 years ago. But again, we were always focused on USA, Australia, who will have more gold in the pool. Mm-hmm. And Americans eked them out.
I would say China is kind of wedging into this little battle as well. They've performed quite well. We'll see what happens there.
Yes.
I know there's some sensitivities.
I was going to say, hopefully, I don't know, in 40 years from now, I won't be saying that about China.
Right.
Because there were some Americans, obviously, on record saying, I don't know what's going on over there.
Sus.
But they were great. They were great.
It was a fun day at the pool.
Let's go to the bronze story of the day. Riding a strong first vault, high difficulty score, and then executing solidly in his second, Filipino Carlos Yulo. It's day 9, guys. Won his second gold medal today after ruling the vault apparatus in men's gymnastics.
My Filipino king, Carlos, he
guy
performed so well. I was mostly watching to watch the Armenian and see how he did.
Yep.
But then Carlos was just delivering on the vault, and next thing you know, he's basically just out. Scored everybody. Nobody could match his
It was one of those
vault.
ones where he's sort of going earlier than a lot of the competition, nails the super high vault.
He's just sitting in number 1 the entire time and then just seeing if anybody can catch him. Nobody could. Extremely, this is a big story, I'm sure, in the Philippines.
Oh, huge.
2 golds. And actually, we talk about how this podcast is, moms and dads love this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. My mom texted me last night and she said about him, she said, Carlos is getting a new house from the Philippine government as a gift for his gold medal.
Damn.
I said, what? So
now he gets 2 houses.
Well, here's the thing. As someone who loves gifts, I needed to know more about this.
Okay.
So this is
I'll
a
buy
list.
you a beret.
Thank you. This is the list of things Carlos will be receiving. Now he's probably going to get double this because he now has 2 gold.
Okay, so this list is from just the first gold.
Yeah, this was, I wrote this early this morning. Okay. So since then he won again. So he'll probably get twice as much of this. But firstly, he is going to get a fully furnished 2-bedroom condo that is valued at 24 million pesos, Filipino pesos.
Okay.
That's about just over 400,000 US.
Damn.
And this is in addition to the free house he already has. He was given from previous performances.
Oh.
And then he gets another 10 million pesos from the Philippine Sports Commission, 3 million pesos from the country's House of Representatives.
Okay.
maybe the strangest thing he gets, a lifetime of free colonoscopies.
What?
Yeah, this company is offering him that, but they don't kick
He's
in.
24.
They don't kick in till he's 45.
There's some like small print on that one.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to wait 20 years, but still there. And then 100,000 more Filipino pesos worth of free furniture from a furniture
He's
store.
got a lot of house to fill.
Then all these restaurants and companies are
Right.
reaching out. He's going to get a lifetime of free ramen, free buffets, free meals. And then this engineering company, which I was having a hard time figuring out what they're going to engineer for him.
Okay.
But he gets a lifetime of free engineering. So if he wants to, like build a property or like a bridge or what else do you need engineers for? A pool. He's got that.
That sounds like they're seeing all these tweets start flying about all
we gotta
these
do it.
people and companies giving him money and things. They're like, oh, what can we give
What
him?
can we get him?
Engineering. Education.
Unlimited engineering.
Unlimited engineering. For
Yeah.
this guy.
I'm a proctologist.
Truly, everyone's just throwing whatever they got.
I know. That's what it feels like.
Do you want to come to a pod, Carlos? You come in. Unlimited pods.
Unlimited pods on the No Dunks Network.
You sit
for
right
you.
next to me.
Yeah, for sure. It's all right. So, and again, he might be now. They got to double it up. That was the other thing. They screwed up here. They should have waited till
They
he
went
was
too
done.
far.
They went too quickly. He won the floor, right?
Yes.
The other day.
And now he's won the vault.
And they were like, give him this, give him this, give him this. Now he
They're
wins
lucky
the vault.
he didn't dominate elsewhere. They're gonna be going broke.
Amazing. The Philippines' run in the last two summer games, phenomenal. From its initial participation in 1924 to 2016, the Philippines had won just 9 medals total.
Wow.
2 silvers were the highlight of that, right? That was up to 2016. Last 2 Olympics, the country has already garnered 7 medals, because I'm going to count the 2 guaranteed bronzes from their female boxers.
Right.
Because that's what happens there when you get into that.
Sure.
That level there. And they're led by 3 golds, 2 from Carlos and the one weightlifter in the last one.
He's
Look at that.
National treasure.
The last 2 Olympics, they've almost doubled up their entire existence.
I love
in the
it.
Olympic.
Anything can happen.
Philippines is having a moment right now.
Yeah, they
All
really
right.
are.
All right. Everybody in the chat, let Carlos know what you would like to give him for free. Let's just keep it going, because the guy is dominating. Other events that I just wanted to touch on. We had a great men's singles tennis match today. Djokovic versus Alcaraz. Some tiebreaker situations, a whole lot of tiebreaker situations. But Djokovic got it done. He won gold. That was the one thing he didn't have on his incredible resume.
Yes.
He was super emotional.
Sobbing.
He was sobbing.
He was a big
this
puddle.
meant a lot to him. He said, quote, "When I take everything into consideration, this probably is the biggest sporting success I've ever had in my career."
Wow.
He's won 24 Grand Slams.
This was the one thing he was still chasing, I
That's
suppose.
right. He joins an elusive club to have won all 4 Grand Slams and an Olympic gold medal. It's the Joker, it's Serena Williams, Nadal, Andre Agassi, and Steffi Graf.
Incredible
That's
company.
It. That is it now.
That's really something
So
to
that
be
was
proud
cool.
of.
That was a great tennis match too for all you tennis heads out there. Golf. We haven't talked any golf.
I didn't watch any, but you were kind of getting into the golf
I didn't watch a lot, but today I got into it. It was the final round. American Scotty Scheffler, he held on for Olympic gold at Le Golf National.
Beautiful.
Where they play. Beautiful looking course. Scotty shot 62 in the final round. He tied the course record to achieve this feat. Shane Bacon, a fan of the Summer of Champions,
Okay.
a fan of No Dunks. He's the host of a Get a Grip podcast.
Cool.
Big golf guy. Probably seen him on TV.
Hi, Shane.
He sent a little more context on Scheffler for us that don't follow golf all that closely. Scheffler already has had one of the best seasons we've ever seen in pro golf since prime Tiger Woods. This is now 6 wins for Scotty Scheffler, all big events, plus the Masters green jacket. He's got now the Olympic gold. So this is the 3rd time we've seen golf in the Olympics in modern times, but he is easily the most decorated player to win gold.
How cool.
So he is on a run.
He's cooking right now.
He is cooking, but you know what's not cooking? Good
What?
segue. His forehead.
Oh,
Because
did he burn?
well, no, he didn't. We learned though, Roger Sherman tweeting this. We learned that you're not allowed to wear a hat during the Olympic medal ceremonies.
Oh my.
because
look at
here's a bunch of
that.
golfers with their hat off,
Two-toned.
and they are two-toned. They have some pasty
Those
white foreheads.
Foreheads are white AF.
Are you not allowed to wear sunscreen on the course?
Well,
Because
they prefer the hat.
I guess.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
you're the
you
rest
need
of the
both.
face. Yeah.
They're going to need to have some dermatology appointments. I
Yeah.
hope that they book those.
Yeah.
Does Carlos have a dermatology?
Yeah, unlimited dermatology.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe-
you can
maybe-
slip him a pass.
He can hook them up. That is a stark contrast
Yeah.
in the skin tones there. That freaks me out. As somebody who is a part-time dermatologist, that stresses me out.
Yeah, but you can't wear a hat at the medal ceremony.
Fair enough.
Right,
yeah.
but they're just not wearing sunscreen ever.
Oh, I know, but they
That's-
would have preferred to, I believe, to have worn a hat
Yes.
when they stood on the podium.
Yes.
Okay,
Those
fair
photos are not going to be great.
Yeah. It looks.
They can get them retouched.
True.
It honestly looks like they just came out of a mine.
Yeah. Totally.
They just put in a long shift.
That's right.
That's amazing. Okay, a few other things I saw today. Taiwan's Li Yang and Wang Qilin retained their Olympic title in badminton men's doubles.
Yeah, that got
JD,
spicy.
I had the badminton fever today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our buddy Joel, who lives in Taiwan.
Yes.
You may have heard him, seen him on No Bunts with Tass, the baseball podcast that we used to do and sometimes still sporadically
It
do.
comes up every one. No,
He was saying, you gotta watch this match.
Yeah.
Taiwan versus China, and it was, holy crap, was it? It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. Badminton is really fun.
It was fun to
Yeah.
watch. I got into it, especially that last set, but it was really, really close, but they got it done. South Korea collected all 5 archery gold medals.
Like,
Wow.
nobody else should bother.
It's amazing. So Kim Woo-jin beat American Bradley Ellison 6-5 to claim the men's individual title. Again, once he won that, South Korea won all 5 of the events.
Crazy. What are they going
In
to get?
archery.
I should look into that.
Yeah, well, there's like somebody tweeted at me. There's basically a saying in South Korea that it's more difficult to make the South Korean archery team than it is to win gold.
Oh, because you're literally
Yeah.
competing with the hardest people that you could match up
The
with.
elite.
They asked Kim, what's the key to your country's archery success?
Yeah.
He said, deep commitment to nurturing young archers, which includes introducing the sport in public schools.
Oh.
It was a big part of it.
Get them young and they
Get
can
them
start
young.
learning.
Get them young. We had a single arrow shoot-off, though, in this.
That's
which is
cool.
so damn metal.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah, that's very cool.
It's literally one arrow closest to the center. You win.
Yeah.
Team USA, Brady, he lost by 5.4 millimeters.
That's not a lot
It was so close.
for you non-metric people.
Yeah.
What's closer, that or the 100
race?
meter?
Oh, I don't.
Probably the 100
I think
meter.
the
maybe the
race.
100.
We got into the
But still, we're talking about
0.005.
millimeters.
We are talking
the tiny.
thin razor between
Yeah.
gold and silver.
That's wild.
And finally, final event I wanted to touch on here. American woman Kristen Faulkner broke away with a little over 3 kilometers to go to win the Olympic road race. 31-year-old made a pretty dramatic
Finish.
bid for home at the
Oh
very
my God.
end of this.
It was incredible.
It was very cinematic.
You know, they've gone at this point, like, call it 150 plus kilometers, and they're only a couple out from the finish line, and there's 3 of them, and she says, bye.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, there was 4 of them.
Yeah, there
was
4 of them, yeah.
3 kilometers left, and she said, "Yeah, I think
She rounded a turn.
I'm gonna do this now."
And
It was
she
coming
does-
out of the Louvre.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And she
It was incredible.
did not look back.
no.
She's
no.
like, "I'm just gonna do
There
this."
was no looking at the camera bike for how am I doing
Nope.
or like peeking
Locked
behind.
in.
Holy crap. I was like, I am just going to pedal from here on
It
out.
was so impressive.
And like she, they didn't go with her. And like maybe it was a little strategy. They're obviously tired. And maybe they're just like, whoa.
I was shocked that nobody tried.
I know. But then it's like looking around, it's like, hold on.
They just
there's
played chicken for another
there's
couple
3 of us left.
kilometers.
Yeah.
There's 2 medals left.
They almost seemed to be discussing it. The 3 behind,
think
they
they
were
were.
like, what do we do here?
I
like,
agree.
I
like,
think
you
they
got
were.
anything in you? No, you got anything in you? Not really.
They're like,
So
All
we'll race when we get to the final 50 meters.
we're going for silver, I
Yeah,
guess.
and
all
that's
of
what they
us.
did.
Yeah, that was-
they literally stayed together for the rest of that race, which was a couple of kilometers, and the final home stretch. Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's race.
I was completely shocked. I was like, "Why aren't they going? What's going on?" And then obviously it dawned on me that they're strategizing. They probably don't have a lot left in the tank, and
No.
they're just going to get close to the finish, and then the best person wins.
Oh, my
But it was
God.
so close between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, when Faulkner went, it was awesome.
Oh.
It was awesome.
And right before then, I tuned in about 10 kilometers left, so I was watching live. There was a pack of 2 in front and a pack of 2, including Faulkner, behind, and the whole time they were on Faulkner. it's a U.S. broadcast.
Sure.
I get it. Battling for bronze, basically. And I'm like, guys, what about gold and silver way up there? And I'm like, me and Jackson are like, come on. Like, this is interesting, sure, but gold and silver. And then they made me eat my words, basically, because
they all caught them.
Yeah, because I tuned in. They were at Sacre-Cœur, and then they wound their way through, and then they went through the Louvre, and then that was it. And I was just like, all right, God damn it, they were right.
They knew.
They were right. How did they know? How did they know? But
they kept telling us that Kristen Faulkner, she's only been on the bike.
8 years.
8
Well,
years.
Yeah, they kept saying a decade.
Less
And then I did
under
hear
a
it get down to
decade.
8 years.
Under a decade.
Which is
Under a decade.
pretty amazing. And yeah, she after school took up the sport after Harvard, I believe, right?
I don't remember where.
Right?
I know she's from Alaska.
She's
Homer, Alaska.
Yeah, she's a rower, though, right?
Yes, that's right. She was a rower, and she transitioned.
One
to
of those
doing
Ivy
this.
Leagues.
Yes.
How beautiful was that course?
That's amazing. I got super into these road races.
Yes, I agree. You have.
I tuned in with 40 kilometers to go.
Yeah.
I was locked in.
Do you think they're always like this? Like this exciting?
Maybe. Yeah, check these out.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
We have
This
a list
sport
of
got me.
sports we're going to be spending money on now.
I'll tell you what, for sure, next year I'm watching the Tour de France.
Yeah,
just watching them go through the French countryside and then back into Paris, and it's just like.
Only problem with that, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
What I like about this, it's a couple, 4 hours, 5 hours for the women. It was 6 hours for the guys. They went a little longer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I was just
One and
wondering,
done.
I want that cycling in my life every year. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I mean, I'm not a sicko or anything.
Yeah. Let's not be weird.
Yeah, okay. So Faulkner, she didn't start cycling until after school at Harvard. In 2021, she quit her job as a venture capitalist to pursue this.
Oh, wow.
She wasn't even supposed to race today until a teammate resigned.
That's right.
And now she's the first American to win gold in the women's road race in 40 years. What a day.
What a story.
Incredible.
What a
My
story.
God,
That's
make
why
this a
we
movie.
watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
So amazing stuff. Great day.
Oh.
Let's show you the updated medal count after day 9. USA! USA! USA's back, baby! They are now tied with China for total golds at 19 apiece. Noah Lyles, latest gold, has now got them in a tie. If you're looking just at gold and then total medals, they are running away with that. They got 71 total medals now, the States do. But you see there just gold. It goes States, China, France with 12, Australia 12, Great Britain 10, South Korea 10, because 5 of those are from archery, and then Japan with 9. So good day for America.
Yeah.
Crazy. It was exciting.
Very, very exciting.
Today felt more fun.
Did it?
It did for me.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
I enjoyed the pool starting earlier for us.
Yes.
I enjoyed the pool ending. I think I had just hit enough pool.
I'm done with
that
the
was
pool.
good.
Yeah, same.
Then it was, and you're right, a lot of the other stuff had already happened. And then we could focus on track and athletics
I really like athletics.
for the last couple hours of the day.
I think that's what it
So
is.
that was good. It was a little more chill.
And just being dialed in the stad there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. The women's high jump was great. I had so much fun watching that.
It ended a little.
Yeah.
Just because the Ukrainian, she hit hers earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
It was kind of the same as
Flying.
But they look wild.
Oh my God.
Their legs are
so long. They're all leg.
Yeah, totally. And the 2 bronze medalists were the quirkiest sort of. They had quirky sort of this things that they like. The Australian did this. She did a little dance every time, and then a sort of vamp walk, and then a glide, step over, and then the I think she was a Ukrainian. Same sort of thing. Like really, she was more awkward. Like like Mary Catherine Gallagher, like almost smelling my finger a little bit before I go, and then she would put her hands like straight out, like I'm doing a high dive now, and then it was great. And real quick shout out to sailing. Every day I watched a little bit of it.
Sailing.
We were on the kite boards today.
Oh.
A lot faster. And I wanted to shout out Gary Jobbers. I think that's his name. He's the only announcer. It's the only sport that only has one guy calling the whole thing. And and sometimes it just gets really awkward. And today it was like, hold up. You want to go to a commercial? Okay.
No.
How long? Wait. Like they're asking him, like, how long should it be? He's like, I don't know, a minute and a half or something. We're coming up to the end of this thing. And then they just cut the commercial.
He's calling it and
It's just
producing it?
It felt like it, yeah. And this guy, he's an old sailor dude. He literally, to me, sounds like the skipper from Gilligan's Island a little bit as well. So I picture the skipper every time, and he's it's just great.
Oh, shout out to Gary Jobbers.
Shout out to Gary.
We have now watched like close to 90 hours of Olympic coverage. We have caught a couple times. You're
Sailing.
hearing some hot mics.
Oh yeah.
When you shouldn't be like.
Didn't someone say, let's get out of here?
Let's get that was the great. I forget what that was. They were done. Let's get out of here.
The end of like a long day at the pool, and they're like, let's get out of here. Like, I get that feeling. I understand.
Totally.
All right, little sailing action there for you. Okay, but let's get to learning. Let's get to Nora's French word of the day.
Je suis un ananas.
C'est beau l'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
C'est possible. Pourquoi pas? Les ananas ne parlent pas.
Today's French word of the day is another phrase, so we're mixing it up.
Okay.
The phrase is pisser dans un violon. Pisser dans un violon.
Piss in the violin.
Correct.
What?
That's what it is.
Is it?
What?
I went easy.
Hold on.
So,
Piss in the violin.
pissing
So
in the
now I gotta
violin.
find out what that means.
Yeah, so my previous phrase, it's the end of the beans, was
Yeah.
kind of a hit. And no surprise, when I was researching, there's a lot of weird French phrases that are unique to the language. So pisser dans un violon, which is pissing in a violin, basically translates to something similar to like basically doing something futile that's accomplishing nothing. So herding cats or wasting your breath or talking to
okay,
a wall.
right.
But that's their version of it. So that's what they say.
Huh.
So whatever this is that you're trying to describe, you say it's like pissing in a violin.
And what's
So
the thinking there?
weird.
Like it's a
It's just
really
like
dumb spot to
pointless
piss?
thing to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah. Well, I've emptied my bladder.
Well, if that's what you were trying to accomplish, but
And I've ruined a perfectly fine violin.
yes, shout out to the violin.
So I have done something. Okay, wow.
My beret is orange today.
Yes.
For the listener.
For Armenia?
For Armenia, it almost blends into the flag
Yeah.
behind me.
But you have almost like a Dutch
oh, actually,
colorway
that's
going
true.
on. Almost
That was
Belgian or
not
something.
intentional, but
Yeah.
shout out to the Freaky Deaky Dutch.
Yep.
I was wondering if we should explain that intro because we haven't done it yet.
The Télé Français?
Télé Français.
Go ahead.
Télé Français was a show in Canada in like the 80s and 90s that if you were a kid growing up, you were subjected to that program. And it was about, and I'm not lying, this is about a pineapple that lives in a junkyard that teaches kids French.
Yep. That was the show.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And that's why we
we
used it.
all know what it is. If you grew up in Canada, you are tormented by that pineapple and that song.
I always found it fascinating when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I then started watching a couple episodes that are up on YouTube.
Oh, it's dark.
Like last week or
They're so
a couple weeks
weird.
ago. It was even crazier.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, this is, I mean, there's like little dancing bone guys at one point. The
skeletons?
skeleton.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, they're a skeleton
There's like
band.
a creepy puppet.
That is
pilot?
The pilot?
very,
yeah.
very bad.
She always gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, they should
Yeah.
because it's like a day walker. It's not good.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But if you are curious about learning more about Télé Français, you can find them on YouTube, like you said, and you can watch
Télé
them.
Français.
Télé Français.
Télé Français. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, let's go from pissing in the violin to pooping in the river. It's time for the poop report. Oh my goodness, it's the report that will never end.
Oh no.
I can't believe it's still here, but Belgium's Olympic Committee announced Sunday that it would withdraw its team from the mixed relay triathlon at the Paris Olympics after one of its competitors who swam in the Seine River fell ill. Paris 2024 organizers had no immediate statement
Oh,
to this.
convenient.
That mixed relay triathlon, it's scheduled to take place tomorrow.
So we had
morning.
yesterday the Swiss
There you go.
There you go. Athlete was taken out. Mm-hmm. Now this has happened to Claire Michel from Belgium's team, who will go tomorrow.
You got a real poop-eating grin on you right now because you're saying you're calling us.
You know, hate to say I told you so. I'll say it again. This is what I warned them would happen.
Oh boy.
And also, JD, I would like to say to you directly, yesterday you made the comparison because we were talking about the E. coli, and you said, well, Nora, you've swam in lakes in Ontario, haven't you? They're often closed, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, because I'm a petty girl, I went and looked up what the Ministry of Ontario uses as their threshold for E. coli. Now, you might remember a few episodes ago, I said in Paris what they were using to measure the E. coli level in the Seine was a measure of 900 colony-forming units or less.
Right.
So anything
per 100 milliliters.
Per 100
Right,
milliliters.
yes.
Would you like to guess what the limit is in Ontario?
Oh, it's Ontario, so it's probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
400, so it's half
400.
of what they are considering safe
Okay.
in the Seine.
But it's Ontario. If it's 26 degrees Celsius, it's a extreme heat warning.
Well, I think it's important, and in my opinion, this is a scathing indictment of what's going on in
Wow.
France.
Wow. So you think more to come, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've been saying this from day one of the poop report.
Yes, and I
You say
stand by
they
it.
get in that water.
What's
which
gonna
you said they
happen?
never would. We
Yeah.
said they would, so we were right because they did. But you said, oh, we're going to see a lot of sick athletes.
Well, the mixed team triathlon is still to come,
Yeah,
in
it's tomorrow.
theory, so we shall see if that's even going to happen.
Because some of them will have been in it twice.
Yes.
Right.
Or probably a majority of them.
Right.
The strong ones will go back.
Yeah. Well, the Belgian team fully pulled out. None of them will be doing
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
They've been listening to me.
Again, it could be an excuse. They don't want to compete.
Well-
Don't like their chances.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
literally saying she has an E. coli infection.
Oh, well, hold on.
Well.
I had an E. coli infection.
Yeah.
I don't mean to make fun
Don't
of her.
laugh
Hopefully
about it.
everyone's okay with
Don't
it.
laugh about her having E. coli.
Yeah, but the weird thing is that anyways, I'm sure that she got it from the river. Yes.
Yes.
But it's impossible to prove it.
Sure.
Especially, she's one of how many, like 45 athletes, right?
Hey, listen.
How
it's
do we
only-
know she's not sneaking out of the Olympic Village at night
And doing
taking
what?
a little lap?
Doing what? Going back in
getting
the caca
familiar with
water?
the water. They keep telling them they can't get in the water until they race. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, there's many other
A
possibilities.
street crepe, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
street food out
You know
there.
what? I will not tolerate the two of you gaslighting me like this. They literally swam in caca water, and now they have caca problems.
Okay.
Okay?
That's the best way to
Cause
put
and
it.
effect.
All right.
I hope no other athletes get sick.
I hope the poop report is done.
I would like this to be the end of the poop
I
report.
don't want to do
Hold
the
on,
poop
I
report
put a lot of
anymore.
work into that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we've got, 2 more uses out of it.
Okay.
I know,
That's
it's true.
fine,
I
that's
thought we were
fine.
only going to use it once.
Same.
You know what? Bring it back in a couple days. We'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, if you have the poop report, you at least have to use it twice. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, let's
God.
get to a little trivia. It's back, baby. It's quiz pop time. Okay, tonight is the night
Yeah.
I believe in you
that
guys tonight.
we get it right.
I believe in you guys tonight because this is an area of the Olympics we have talked about before.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
And so I feel like some of this might feel familiar.
Right.
Now, it's not easy, but I think.
Don't just say the
It's
trivia
easier.
question. Oh my god.
All right. When you think of the Olympic Games, you probably think of events like track and field, gymnastics, swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there have been several sports that used to be part of the Olympic Games but are no longer included present day?
Okay,
They didn't last long
this is more in my wheelhouse.
and have been forgotten over the years. Maybe they didn't fit the games or really showcase the athlete's skill set.
Yeah.
So, my question is, which of the following have never been an Olympic sport? Option 1, squash. Option 2, solo synchronized swimming. Option 3, tug of war. Option 4,
Talked about that.
swimming obstacle race. So the options again are
my God.
squash, solo synchronized swimming, tug of war, and a swimming obstacle
So
race.
you are saying that 3 of these have
Correct.
officially
Only
been
one of these
an event.
has never been an Olympic sport, and that is what you were trying to figure out.
Right.
All right, I sort of have a technicality here, but
Okay.
Go on.
solo synchronized swimming? How can you be synchronized with?
What are you synchronizing?
Yeah.
The music.
Damn, she got
You
you.
got me.
Oh, damn. So that's like you're like breakdancing in the water.
I'm not here to explain them. Just
Okay,
go,
okay.
talk through
Okay,
between
so
each other.
Tug of war, I think, was an event.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
And that was talked about on Is This Good, if I remember correctly.
It
with Matty O.
was.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get rid of that one.
Get rid of that one.
Okay. So your other options are squash.
Squash is a racket sport.
Squash
that we
is a
know, but
racket sport.
I can't. Why is it not in the Olympics?
I think it's coming back. I think I read that it's coming back.
Coming back is the key word. So
Yes, but it's
there.
been there before.
Okay, let's take it off the board.
Okay, let's take
We're
squash
down
off.
to solo synchronized swimming.
And swimming obstacle race.
And swimming obstacle race,
God.
which could have been an old-timey thing, right?
I've seen swimming obstacle courses recently, like just Olympic type, like, well, this is a thing that should be an Olympic sport, but was it ever?
When are you watching
Like,
that?
I don't know, some Eastern European sort of, it's just like, hey, check this out.
How does
you
it,
know?
honestly, tell me, how does that work?
It's like you swim and then you
Climb a thing?
climb a thing
Yeah.
and then back. It's like an obstacle
one of those
course,
cool,
but in the water.
like inflatable things you see at like camps
Yeah.
that kids get to play on.
Yeah,
like that
basically, so that kind of thing. Yeah, it's like a challenge in Survivor where you get out of the water and you get back in, kind of thing.
Okay.
But
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of it either.
But what is solo synchronized swimming? That sounds insane.
Like I can see artistic swimming, one person doing like a floor routine in the pool. I can definitely see that, but not as. I'm leaning obstacle course is what I'm saying, but
Wow. It's one of these two. I think we're there. But
Okay.
oh,
God.
God.
It's not that big a deal, guys.
It is.
it is. We need one. We
Everything
need
to me,
this.
Nora. It's everything. I have no clue though. Solo synchronized. I think we shouldn't say solo synchronized swimming because what we've done a lot is we go, that is ridiculous.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And we've always been
okay.
wrong. So let's go with swimming obstacle.
Yes.
Are you ready to lock that in, JD?
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Here we go.
I thought you guys had it, but you didn't.
God
The
damn
answer
it.
is squash. Squash has never been an Olympic sport, but you're right, JD. It is hoping to be a sport in 2028. So at
What
the
do
next.
you mean solo synchronized swimming and swimming on? Like what is going
so
on?
solo synchronized swimming made its debut at LA in 1984, but it was removed by 92. They were
They're like,
claiming.
this is so dumb.
Literally, I watched videos of it. They were claiming swimmers could synchronize to music. So it was just literally
it's
one
just them
person
dancing in the water.
in the pool doing the synchronized
God.
swimming routine.
Okay.
So there's that. Tug of war, you were correct that it was included in the early 1900s.
right.
It's no longer in there, although I would
bring that
love to
back.
see that back.
Yeah.
And then swimming obstacle race was, it happened in 1900 and it was crazy. The swimmers had to compete in a 200-meter swim in the Seine. So we're back in the poop water.
wow.
They would climb over a pole, then they had to make their way over a row of boats and then under another row of boats and back.
Okay.
This sounds fun. I think we should bring this.
Yeah,
back.
that
I
sounds
agree,
fun.
but not there.
Not in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You guys, I thought you
Squash.
had it when you were talking about squash. I was like, they're getting it.
I don't remember ever
Yeah.
seeing it.
Squash has never been in the Olympics,
Oh,
but it will be in 2028.
Ridiculous.
And you will think of this question when you watch it.
I'll curse it every time I
I'm
see
not
it.
watching
Yeah, I'm not
squash.
watching it. Get out of here.
I'm more annoyed. Like flag football is coming.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like flag football, but
we
not
need that?
pickleball. Come on.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is the pickleball community working towards including it?
Well, everybody's like, should be a sport, but nobody knows what to do about it. You know, it's like, well,
Well, I mean, we got to give it another cycle or two. Our young people is the key
Yes.
thing here. Are young people still playing pickleball
Yes.
in 10, 12 years?
they will be.
Okay, if they are, then it will be.
I mean,
a sport,
young
but-
people playing squash. I mean, please give me a break.
So wait, squash is coming back when?
LA.
2028, LA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can curse it when it's there.
People, I don't know. I guess I'd watch it. Look at
Of course
the
you're gonna
things
watch
I've
it.
watched.
I mean, yeah, we've been watching a
Guess
lot
I
of
would,
weird
but-
stuff on that multi-view.
Man.
Yeah.
I really thought you guys had that one. Better luck next time.
Yeah. Okay.
These are hard. All right. The orange pie. I dread the orange pie in Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know people love it. It's sports and leisure. I'm like, please, leisure. Give me leisure. I know leisure.
But those questions are all so old.
I
too.
know that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
It
sure
was-
they have a more recent version.
Yeah, I guess so.
We've only played the older version, and you're like, I don't know what this question
Yeah,
is.
it's like I don't.
What are you even talking about?
Okay, let's get to the must-watch events tomorrow. Day 10 tomorrow, Monday, August 5th in Paris. Few things we're keeping our eye on. It's back to the track. We got the women's 5,000 meter. Oh yeah, excited for that. We got the women's 800 meter. Kayak cross. I will
I've not seen
promise
this
you
yet.
people, we will be talking about this on tomorrow night's Summer of Champions. Kayak cross is a very fun event that is newish, so we'll be talking about that. 3-on-3 basketball, we get the gold medal games from the men's and women's there. Men's and women's gymnastics, a couple more disciplines for both of them. Badminton singles, JD.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
You'll have that fun. On. That triathlon mixed relay.
We'll see.
See who pukes at the end of that.
Yeah.
And there it is, as we always include, surfing, which I think they're going to try.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
1 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Okay,
we'll give it a go.
Tomorrow morning, Cass and Trey are going to be live on YouTube at 10 a.m. Eastern. So here in the No Dunks feed, both on YouTube and wherever you download the podcast, those two guys will be breaking down the 8 teams remaining in the men's basketball tournament. So another Hoops podcast for you guys, or showing it to everybody on YouTube here. It is Germany versus Greece. We've got France versus Canada. We've got Serbia versus Australia, and Brazil versus the United States.
Cool.
So that's the 8 teams left, knockout stage. But those guys are going to set all that up, talk about who's playing well, who's not, and probably make some predictions as to who's going to go through. I would say give me Germany, Canada, Serbia, and the States.
That's stacked.
I'm not really going out on a limb with those picks, but it's one game.
Love it.
Anything can happen.
Okay, exciting.
You want to start over? Just do it again? Take it from the top? I fumbled a few things. I would like to take it over again. Yeah.
Day 9.
Day 9, it's having an impact.
We're
on all of us.
tired.
On
Definitely feeling
production,
it.
on talent,
Yeah.
on everybody.
Yeah, I was crusty this morning. I was in a bad mood. But then the Armenian guy won, and I was like, huzzah!
Yes,
I am redeemed.
All right. What System of a Down song are we playing on the way home?
Well, we listened to
What do you want, Chop Suey?
Suey and Toxicity. We could listen to Aerials.
Aerials.
on
Oh,
the
great
way.
song.
Kind of
Great
like
song.
more of a chill song.
Okay. Great. We'll listen to that on the way home. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. One take only, I promise you that, tomorrow night. So hit the like button, subscribe. Shout out to everybody in the stream team that were letting us know, too, about the audio not kicking in there. Otherwise, we would have sat here for an hour.
Done a whole show.
So thank you. Podcast listeners, leave us a 5-star rating and review. Final thoughts on Armenia's big day.
I'm so proud. I hope to wear more medals. Artur, you are a king.
How do you say, let's go get gold?
I'm not going to start
Armenian?
doing Armenian on the show.
Why? I thought you were the knower of all languages.
Actually, I'm working on my Valerian right now. Lakiri, Vermithor. Lakiri.
House of Dragons finale tonight.
Finale tonight.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. Let's go watch some dragons, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Grace, people.